Your backyard can become a tiny refuge before you buy one expensive thing. One shallow dish of moving water can change who visits by morning. The secret is not a feeder. It is a complete little ecosystem. Build water, food, shelter, and safety, and birds start reading your yard differently. You do not need a huge garden, only one patient corner. Stay with me and start with the step birds notice fastest today. Step 1. Start with clean water. Birds may ignore seed, but almost every bird understands fresh water. A shallow saucer works because wet feathers need quick exits and safe footing. Turn a pot upside down, set a saucer on top, then add stones. Keep the water 2 inches deep or less, especially near the edges. Put it where birds can see it from above, not hidden under shrubs. A tiny solar bubbler helps because movement catches eyes better than still water. Clean water is the invitation. Dirty water quietly turns the paradise unsafe. Replace water every other day, then scrub with vinegar when the basin feels slick. Step 2. Plant food that arrives on schedule. Feeders help, but native plants keep feeding birds after you go inside. Audubon calls native plants the real secret because they carry insects, berries, and seeds. Those insects matter because many nestlings grow on soft caterpillars, not dry seed. Researchers Narango, Talamy, and Mara found native yards supported stronger chickadee food webs. Plant 1 berry shrub, 1 seed flower, and 1 nectar flower first. Choose local natives before pretty imports, because local birds evolved around them. Leave some seed heads standing, even when the garden looks a little messy. A perfect yard feeds eyes. A living yard feeds actual birds. Step 3. Add shelter before you add more food. Birds do not just ask whether food exists. They ask where escape lives. Dense shrubs give small birds a pause button between feeding and danger. Place feeders 10 to 12 feet from cover, close enough for retreat. Do not press the bath directly into bushes where a cat can hide. A brush pile can look humble, but to a wren, it feels like architecture. Nest boxes help only when the entrance, height, and cleaning match the species. Start with shelter, then food becomes safer instead of more exposed. This is where the yard stops being decorated and starts being understood. Step 4. Make the yard safer than it looks. A bird paradise fails if it becomes a beautiful trap. Free-ranging cats are one of the biggest human-linked threats birds face. Loss, Will, and Mara estimated billions of bird deaths from free-ranging cats in America. Keep cats indoors, or give them a catio where both species stay alive. Treat big reflective windows before you place feeders near the house. Window patterns work best when birds cannot fly through wide invisible gaps. Move feeders either very close to windows or far enough to reduce collision speed. Safety is not the boring part. It is the part that lets joy last. Step 5. Use feeders as support, not the whole plan. A feeder should be a supplement, not the entire restaurant. When birds crowd together at dirty feeders, bacteria and waste can spread quickly. The Fish and Wildlife Service warns that feeders can spread housefinch conjunctivitis. Use seed catchers, small portions, and dry food so rodents get less encouragement. Clean feeders regularly, then rinse and dry them before the next refill. For hummingbirds, fresh nectar matters because sugar water can spoil in heat. Skip red dye. The flower colour is enough of a signal. The goal is not more seed. The goal is healthier visits. Step 6. Build for hummingbirds without trapping them. Hummingbirds teach the whole lesson in a body smaller than your thumb. The transcript began with an egg the size of a tic-tac becoming a miracle. For hummingbirds, nectar flowers are steadier than one neglected feeder. Plant clusters of red, orange and purple blooms they can notice while flying. Place feeders in light shade so nectar warms slowly and stays fresher longer. Do not hang every feeder together because territorial birds guard one tight cluster. A tiny perch nearby lets them rest without owning the whole yard. Think like patience, not like decoration. Hummingbirds return to reliable places. Step 7. Let a little mess become habitat. The perfect lawn is often a quiet desert for hungry birds. Leaf litter hides insects, and insects feed the birds people hope to see. Leave one back corner unpolished with leaves, stems and soft soil. Do not deadhead every flower. Winter seed heads are quiet feeders. Avoid pesticides when possible because fewer insects means fewer nestling meals. If neighbours worry, frame the wild corner with a clean path and border. A little intentional mess tells birds there is something to find here. Your yard becomes less like a showroom and more like a place that breathes. Step 8. Solve the problem of no birds coming. If no birds come the first week, that does not mean you failed. Birds learn safe places slowly, especially when the yard recently changed. Start with water, then add one food source, then wait before changing everything. Place new features where birds can approach from branches, not open panic. Watch at sunrise and late afternoon before deciding the yard is empty. Many people miss the first visitors because the visits last only seconds. Keep a small list. The first repeat visitor is your real milestone. The paradise begins before the crowd arrives. It begins when one bird trusts it. Step 9. Handle squirrels, rats, and large birds calmly. A bird paradise still has rules because spilled seed invites other guests. Use trays under feeders so the ground does not become a buffet. Store seed in sealed metal bins, not soft bags in a shed. Squirrel baffles work best when jump distances are actually respected. For small birds, low-roof feeders can limit big birds without harming them. If one species dominates, spread food sources instead of escalating the fight. Never let pest control become poison near birds or pets. The calm solution is less mess, better placement, and fewer crowded moments. Step 10. Turn watching into a daily practice. The transcript is not really about birds. It is about learning to notice. Eric filmed about 120 nests because each one opened like a small book. You do not need 15 years. You need 5 quiet minutes tomorrow. Sit before checking your phone and let the yard tell you what changed. Write down one behaviour, not just one species name. Soon you notice who bathes first, who waits, and who leaves quickly. That is when a backyard stops being background and becomes relationship. The miracle was always close. The habitat simply gave it somewhere to land. Your 7-day bird paradise starter plan. Day 1. Place clean shallow water where birds can see it from above. Day 2. Add one native plant that feeds insects, berries or nectar. Day 3. Create cover with shrubs, a brush pile or a safe perch. Day 4. Move feeders away from cat, ambush points and risky glass. Days 5 through 7. Watch quietly, clean water and change only one thing. What this will not fix overnight. This will not force rare birds into a region where they do not live. It will not make outdoor cats safe for birds, even in a beautiful garden. It will not work if feeders stay dirty and water becomes mosquito soup. But it will give local birds a better reason to pause, feed and return. The quiet reward. One day, a robin will stand near you like you have always belonged. A hummingbird may hover at eye level, measuring your patience in wing beats. You may feel foolishly happy about one bird trusting one corner. That small joy is not silly. It is attention becoming care. And when you look for it, there is usually more life somewhere else. Start with one dish. Tonight, choose one corner and make tomorrow morning easier for one bird. If this video gave you even one new idea, do me a favour right now, hit that like button. It really helps push this to more people who love birds just like you. And if you want the complete no tools needed guide to build that beautiful DIY bird bath I mentioned, subscribe and turn on notifications. We are building this paradise together, one small corner at a time. Drop your country and the first bird you are hoping will visit in the comments below. I read every single one. Let's make tomorrow morning a little more magical for the birds and for you. See you in the next video. Take care and go make them feel welcome.